when 10 years into our friendship, we just casually get dropped in that his name is not actually Kurt, it's Wesley. Like, seriously, like at no point in time you thought it would just be casual conversation with all the mundane things that we've talked about. You would drop in that your name is actually not Kurt, it's actually Wesley. So we've had a lot of fun with Wesley because we'd say Wesley LaFarve is like the alter ego to Kurt Lefevre. So somewhere in Kansas, because we know he's always taking trips to Kansas, there is a separate family that's the parallel life for Kurt Lefevre. So Wesley has a wife who's dumb as dirt, and she is absolutely adult. She has no personality. She's not smart. The kids out there in Kansas, they're underachievers. They're not, and we said, and ultimately the dog Fido is friendly. He's not like Tasha. So with that,
Tasha, I'm sorry.
Tasha, I'm sorry. Twice. She saw me today, and I thought she was going to bite me. She's like, if you do it again, I'm going to bite you when you're playing bocce. So with that, we said we'd roast Kurt to Wesley, right? Wesley, my new friend. So Wesley has been the consummate W wingman. He's been the best wingman you could have. We were friends in Boston, and when we made the move out to the burbs, to Concord, we'd go to these events, parent-teacher conferences. We'd have all sorts of. Kurt, would you like a drink? Absolutely. Kurt, we gotta work at the Monster Mash. You gotta look like Frankenstein. Can we bring a flask? Absolutely. Kurt, we've got all sorts of the community chest. What's that? I don't know. Do you want a drink? Absolutely. Kurt has been the consummate wingman. So then E is electronic data. Big data, as we heard from Kurt. The cloud, right? Look at the clouds. Kurt has been on the cutting edge for the cloud. Other than Gary and Dan, who work with Kurt, raise your hand if you actually know what Kurt does for a living. The rest of us, we can't figure it out. We've heard him make the pitch for years. Big data, analytics, right? The X and Analytics book, the ND, now it's Neuro Dimension, ND.com. We've heard him give the spiel time and time again. Half the people walk away and say, that guy's a genius. The other half walk away and say, he's full of shit. We're not sure which it is, but if you're an investor, I think I'd go with the former, not the latter. There's still some time on that. What is S? I had less to drink last night when I did it than I did today because I know I was going to do it.
But it's funnier tonight. It's great.
S is for the silky, shiny hair because Kurt is a guy who I've never seen in a suit. I don't think he's ever worn a tie, or at least not in the last decade. And his idea of getting dressed up is wearing a Tommy Bahama shirt. So you can imagine my shock one day when we were waiting to go skiing, and I said to Anna, where's the big guy? And her answer, he's blow drying his hair. He's blow drying his hair? Are you, seriously? Kurt is blow drying his hair?
It doesn't naturally go
right?
like that.
So picture the big guy blow drying his hair. I've got so much mileage out of that, I still can't believe it. Smooth, silky hair at 50, still smooth and silky. L is for large. Right? Enough said. The big guy is large, and you might notice I'm only 5'7". So the fact that I'm always palling around with Kurt, and he's such a large guy, he's got skis that are the size of surfboards. My kids have said to me before, we can always find you, Dad, because we just look around in the lodge, we see Kurt, and you're usually somewhere around it. So we know that he's large. That's a good thing. Not so good, I can't keep up with him. Après ski, because look at the size of him. So when he's drinking two at a time.
You keep up fine, Steve.
Nice
try.
So that's L, that's large. And then E for Wesley, extra large.
Extra large.
That's too easy.
I still can't keep up with him because he's large. And then finally, last but not least, Y is for yes, Anna, because if you know Kurt, you know AV is his better half. And we say, what happens when an unstoppable force, AV, meets an immovable object? We don't know. AV is so unstoppable, she just blows right through him. So in all the years, their marriage has been perfect because the big guy is the most agreeable fellow. And when AV says, Kurt, we're moving to Concord, Kurt says,
yes, Anna.
Yes, Anna. When AV says, Kurt, we're going to the Galapagos,
yes,
right?
Anna.
Kurt says, yes, Anna. When Anna says, I don't care if we just went to the Galapagos, we're going to go for a soccer tournament in Europe, Kurt
Yes,
says.
dear.
Yeah. And I've benefited from that myself because we've got trips planned until 2017 because that's Anna. And what have I learned to say? Yes, Anna. So she's been the perfect partner for Kurt, and they've been great friends for us. So with that, I'd say raise your glass and let's toast to Wesley.
Wesley! Woo! Great job.
Thank you.
Thanks.